All right, we in the cockpit today, man. We got a special guest, man. Tell the people who you is, where you from, and what you do.
Well, yeah, I'm Andre Ned. I'm from San Francisco, California. A staple, and I'm a guerrilla marketer, basically. Man, just somebody that really know how to promote this shit, push it. I mean, I live a different lifestyle than a lot of other people, so I just explain to people I'm an underground rapper. UGK, one of the underground kings from my city. Which is, other than that,
Well,
they call me.
tell us about your motivation and your inspiration. Like, we know we you like you just told us where you from, but we want to know like what made you become a rapper. What was the motivation and inspiration to even picking up a microphone?
Well, I started in the like third grade doing talent shows with my best friend Maurice Matthews. He was really like my inspiration because I just always was like a popular person around my friends. I wasn't a class clown. I wasn't a athletic motherfucker. It's just my personality and my swag. Everybody caught on to it. So when I was young, me and Mo was like the opposite. He was a bully, very, very rambunctious, popular on his own end. We got together just on some music shit, like rapping, freestyling, and then, like I say, it just was a passion, took off. So literally, like in my neighborhood in San Francisco, California, where I'm from, Hunters Point, me and Maurice was the only young rappers. Period. Like in Fillmore, they got Telly Mac, the Gamblers, and all them. It was just me and Mo. Wasn't
Ice
no,
Grills.
yeah, exactly. Wasn't no 3, 4 young dudes like that. That's why I said when I came home, I didn't know no Young Lad, my nigga. I know Foots. I didn't know G Val. I didn't know nobody. Like I'm being real as far as with this music shit from when I was out. So it's like when they came home and I see them pushing their movements, it made me really get more focused on my shit. Cause like I said, I should have been out. Basically, long story short. So I'm one of them dudes like that should have been out but was forgot about from San Francisco.
So what's the tell us what's the difference from then and now in the rap game that you see?
From then and now is one back then when I was first rapping, it cost a lot more money. So I've been going to the studio since I was a kid. I was about 9, 10. And when I got about 12, I started seeing how much they was paying for studio sessions. Nowadays, you can get a studio session for about 50 to 100 an hour. You know what I mean? Back then, it was like 500 an hour. It was $2,000 sessions and shit. Like, that used to be crazy. So I started learning the difference. Like, so when I came home, I learned that it's way easier to do it by yourself when you got the money and the finances to do it. Because back then, like I say, I've been rapping for my whole life, and I didn't cherish and understand how important it was to have a studio. Now everybody got a studio in their house. That shit is easy to get with a laptop and certain shit, feel me? So it's just a lot more people that's out here that's I wanna say that's like what's that shit called? SoundCloud rappers. So that was my biggest niche, that I didn't want to become out in the game and be a SoundCloud rapper. So I'm not a SoundCloud rapper. I don't got hella music out on SoundCloud and shit. I tell people that I'm
I'm
a
a
street
street
performer.
rapper. I'm a street rapper.
Yeah, but I say I'm a street performer too
Oh,
because
okay.
like when people meet me, like I say, I'm one of the staples in my city. It's certain cities, like I say, San Francisco, one of them, LA, Chicago, Hawaii, that if you go there, you're gonna see certain people out there. You're gonna see a group of breakdancers and shit. They represent that city, the breakdance. I'm one of the niggas who represent the city. When niggas see me from other places, I've been all over, and I let them know I'm a San Francisco native, and I'm like, I just explain to them how my game is, and if they gonna fuck with my music, they gonna fuck with it, and it really just go off of how you present yourself because
So
like
it sounds like more like you selling the person before you selling
yeah,
the artist.
exactly. It's an experience. That's why I tell people like it's an experience because I don't have motherfuckers like people don't be understanding. Like I don't have motherfuckers give me $100 for a CD, and that's the Nipsey Hussle treatment. And I understood why Nipsey started doing it, but Nipsey was packaging the whole shit. You get this. So it's the same way with me. When you get my shit, you get my signature. You talk to me, chop it up. I done gave niggas my number just on some feel me, no homo shit, but just some cool because I get money and niggas see me like, bro, can I fuck with you? I'm gonna do some music, and I be like, damn, woo, they don't even know me, ain't even heard my music yet, but they see my swag, feel me? Like they ain't even heard my music yet. They you do collabs, so it be little shit like that that let me know how to just how to how to present myself more than just the music shit. Cause everybody a rapper. I know I ain't the best rapper, but it's everybody be rapping and shit. And niggas ain't making no money off of this, so I had to learn that I'm focused on the money. Fuck the fame. You feel me?
Well, tell us about some of your influence, because you do come from a predominant city, man. So tell us about some of the influences. Let's talk about your family background, because you got a lot of family in Hunters Point that people don't know about. Tell the people about 1500, man. King 1500, man. Tell the people
So see,
about
that's why I
King
say you
1500.
you one of them. You like I say, since I was in the, I got the name King 15 when I was locked up. Really just on some 15, just cause like how I move. I'm not in no gang shit, no politics, but it's just like I had a homeboy. Like I was in the feds and this is the Fed, so I'm in there wiggling, busting moves, and he calling me a con artist. So that guy became my nickname first. It's the little con artist. And I'm like, how am I a con artist and I'm in prison with all you con artists? So, but they just saying that because I'm busting moves. So we got to understand it between me and him. Like, bro, just say I'm on some 15 shit. So when he see me, he be like, oh, you on your 15 shit today, huh? Because I'm busting a move. Like for example, I used to be, like I was gambling, and I was betting on the Miami Heat and the Miami Hurricanes at this time. Miami Heat when they had LeBron. And they like, I'm cheating. Gambling ain't cheating, but it was just I was winning because that nigga was winning, and he couldn't believe this shit. I don't know how to gamble or none of that, but it was just I was winning hella money, busting moves, so everybody was peeping at, and I'm from the city, so when he started calling me 15, it kind of stuck on, and everywhere I went, like it stayed. So, but people don't understand, like you say, that is really short for 1500, which is where I was raised, all this shit. Like my address 1508, so it's like me being the influence where I'm from. I was influenced by everybody because I was born and raised in a neutral area. So we got a little bit of music from RBL, 11-5, Cool Nut, you know what I mean, when I was growing up young. But once we got older and I stopped hearing their music from their era, you know what I mean, I started getting influenced by, like, I tell people my favorite rapper is Cameron. Like, feel me, I grew up off Cam. Niggas like Weezy and all them niggas. My favorite rapper was Cam, and then later on, one of my girlfriends ended up telling me that Cam's birthday is 2 days before mine. So we Aquariuses, so that's what like all the shit he used to talk about on his songs I used to do. So when I finally locked in on that, I said, okay, like I always liked that. Like I grew up, my favorite rappers, I like that nigga Cam. I like Shorty Low. I was a Shorty Low fan. I put niggas on Shorty Low. Niggas didn't like Shorty Low, and I'm like, bro, you not knowing what he talking about. They not understanding him.
You don't get it.
Shorty Low. I put a lot of niggas on the.
That's crazy. That's crazy that you said that, cause only real niggas, street niggas, like respected Shorty Low. Everybody was a T.I. fan. Everybody was a T.I. fan. But when Low came out, nigga, you knew
like,
Low was in the trap though.
That's like saying that's like niggas saying they fuck with T.I. over Lil Flip. And it's like Lil Flip was a boy, but it's like T.I. was just a bigger name at the time. But I knew I flipped. He said it. They came to T.I. It was famous because T.I. went to his hood looking for him. That's some street shit. But they don't say that they got fucked up going down here. The niggas got on T.I. and them. And it was just different because people don't realize, like, that's what lets you understand that the real always gonna be under the fake. So when I always see that and I know what's real and what's fake, so I give me an example when I seen what happened with Dirk and nigga Lil, what's it called to them, nigga? That's the real down there. They killing shit. They not fighting niggas, bro. Nigga come out there to fight, they slam something. Now, look, nigga, what happened? You know, I'm talking about they backdoor the nigga to get it killed. But I'm just saying to just show you that it's different. Like, there's certain people that's living that life and certain people that's not. That's why I said when I learned that at a young age, that's what made me, like, live my life joyfully because I know what it could be. You feel me? Like, I seen all that, so that's why, like you said, I'm one of them rappers that's like, I'm a motivational rapper. I talk about motivational shit, getting money. That's what I've been doing for my whole life. It ain't no gang shit, no gangster shit, no killing niggas. I probably killed one nigga in my whole album, you know what I mean? Rap. I'm being real, my whole album, like, I don't, because I know how it be. But, like, that's how niggas talking and shit, and shit. It's real life, so, feel me? I'm really from San Francisco, so it's like, I focus on one day being the mayor like my nigga Quinn is. So that's why I'm keeping myself politically correct with everybody so that one day I could make it to that level.
So what's next for you? Like we in 2025, you know what I mean? You done did the Club Fed, you know what I mean? We done heard a dose of that. So what can we expect? Can we expect some, like, a different style? Can we expect, you know, cause we done, I'm saying we done seen you, you know, like a lot of different places now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Always, like, I done seen you at the football games.
Yeah.
So I know you got more shit to talk about. Yeah. So is we going into, like, the, you know, the kind of the OG, you know, I got a boat, I got a mansion, you know, I'm trying to, is that the talk we on? Like, is we graduating from the streets a little bit now?
You kind of on the right path because I've been real. My first album, I put that together kind of quick. Through a lot of people that was helping me out to get my music so I can have my material so we went on the road. But this album, I've been putting my time and effort into it. Ain't no online beats. I don't got no YouTube beats. I got real paid for, feel me? I fuck with my nigga Lil Reese, you feel me? I know his mom since a young age. So when I find out who his mom is, that's what made me get in touch with him. And he helped me out. Like I said, he put me together a cool little package. So, feel me? I got 10 Reese beats. I got a whole little album I'm putting out right now. You feel me? Like, and I got like I got like 4 features right now. I'm trying to get my nigga styling on one of these songs, but other than that, I'm trying to basically put myself out there like how niggas like back in the day they used to call it putting out a demo. My demo is myself going out. So it's like that's why people be terming the words different now because niggas say this a mixtape and all of the songs is new songs. That ain't a mixtape. Mixtape is when you do songs off of other people's shit that's made up. So when you put out a whole album and saying it's a mixtape, it don't have the same effect. This is a street album. I learned that from Mars. It's an album that I'm putting out through the streets. I ain't put out no major label album out. I ain't signed to no deal or nothing. So I got all creative control. But at the same time, I mean, I got a lot of mainstream artists and music behind me. But other than that, like, yeah, I'm on some transition shit. Like I said, I'm married now. I own a few businesses and shit. So it's like people understand that when they see now. Like I say, I'm a rapper. I'm doing my shit. But I'm like, I idolize, like I told you, the Shody Lows, the Rick Rosses, the Cam'rons, you know what I mean? The CEOs. So one of my first things I did, I had bought a Maserati and I went through that path, seeing how it was with the family. So this time I went and bought some real estate, you know what I mean? I got some investment properties. I own 3 houses in Atlanta, 2 in California. So for me, that's a total of 5 houses. Plus the two of them, one of them is a duplex, one is a triplex that I got in Atlanta. I learned that game from my auntie how to get houses and then flip them up. You know what I mean? So we put money into them. I don't be showing that side.
Grown man game.
Come on, man. And like I say, all I do is sell music. I tell people that. All I do is sell my music. I'm like Master P. I'm like the old P. I'm like the old Too Short. I'm like, feel me? I drive around in my shit. That's why I had the Maserati. I learned that because Mr. Fab was famous for that. People don't know that. Fab got a name. I was in prison all this time. And the nigga told me, you know, Fab used to do that. He used to ride around the Maserati selling his shirts, dope era. And then when I ran into Fab, I told that nigga that because I had my Maserati. I'm like, look, I got the Maserati. I'm starting like you. He said, nigga, I started off in the renters. And I said, that's how he really started. And that's how I started too. I started off getting renters and then I jumped into the Maserati. So it was like, once he told me the game, I'm like, damn, that's the same path I'm on. So I'm just learning, like I said, I'm starting from the bottom. And I also learned that this is the funnest part. A lot of people don't know that. This is the funnest part when you can go, what's that called? That nigga, Drake made it famous, but it's called Go Civilian. I can still go civilian. Like nowadays it'd be hard because my teeth. So I be in the movie theater and everything, and the person that asks me, hey, are you? And I be like, nah, I mean, I ain't famous. Like I tell niggas that all day. But when I promote my music, I tell niggas all day, I'm famous. When I go to regular people, places and shit, like I say, I be with the wife, motherfuckers be staring at me, and I know it's because of my teeth, and they ain't used to shit like this, like I say. And it's like my whole swag. I don't be around trying to like act a certain way, so it's just on me, like, you know what I mean? And I tell people, I mean, it's in me, not on me. So like I can be anywhere in the world, I can't take this off. So feel me? Other than that, like I say, I'm on that, pushing this next album. I'm focused on that. That's why I'm getting out there doing my little interviews and shit.
So this is the last question we want to get off. We always on the cockpit. We want to end. We're giving the youth some type of something, man. Because like you just said, you had the Mozzie and all of that, and you got out. So I want you to, give us a little something for that 25-year-old, that 23-year-old that get that little 25,000 or that 30,000. Like, to give them a little financial literacy, King.
Yeah,
Tell them what they should do with that.
Yeah, you just can't be a follower, long story short, man. A lot of people be followers. I had to learn that. Like I say, I wanted to flip the whip and all this shit, and I seen, like, it do give you it's like a trophy and all that, but I learned that, like, real nigga shit, my dream right now, like I say, after these properties go up, I'm trying to buy a franchise. Once I buy a franchise, I don't know which one, like I say, there's going to be, like, a In-N-Out, a McDonald's, a KFC, whatever it be, I'm going to get a chain of that. I'm going to get a KFC chain, you feel me? Ice style, whatever. That's when it's gonna mean something more than just getting a chain. If a son, I own a KFC, I can go to my KFC anytime I want. I'm on that type of time because I learned that from watching these niggas. So me, I tell people like that you gotta, like, a lot of people. I also put a lot of my turns into Grand Theft. I never really played Grand Theft Auto because my life was like that. So when I used to see people playing them games like Grand Theft, I played professional. I played Madden, Call of Duty, feel me, college football. But when the motherfuckers playing Grand Theft, it's because they living that life fake. So you on Grand Theft, you can spend $85,000 on the whip, and then you go rob 2 stores and all that shit. It's just different in real life. So once you learn to make investments, that's what I learned when I played that game. Is I hurry up and get businesses. So now all I can do is go fuck all the time. I can go to the business and get money anytime. Once I learned that game, that's what made me in real life. I incorporate that. So it's like if you got 25,000, the best thing to do is invest in some type of business or something that you gonna get your 25,000 back within a year or 2, and then start over again. Because that's what it's the same way you would do with a car. car. So if you got something, your money invested in something, and that shit just rolling, like I said, you ain't got to worry about having a job and working for somebody else when you know your money is invested in something that's profitable. So I had to learn that. Like I say, when I went and bought the nice car, mine was because it was a business. My shit was a storefront. So I made sure what type of car I got because I wanted to use that.
Nigga, say that again, nigga. Niggas,
like,
that might have went over niggas'
on,
head. Nigga.
I didn't know.
Say his car was a storefront, nigga.
I didn't know the game about getting the vans and shit, about getting the car worth, over 3,000 pounds is a write-off until after I got my Maserati, which was in 3,000 pounds. But they taught me the game about that. That's why niggas be getting them G-Wagons and shit, and they get them wrapped in certain shit. It's because you can write it off with your taxes. I own a business at LLC. My album, all my shit is through my publishing, all my shit is through my LLC. If I would have known this back then, my car, I could have wrote it off through the business. But I didn't know this is my first little big purchase, you know what I mean? I wanted to get something nice, but now I know the game. I'll never do that again. I got a practical car now, you know what I mean? All this shit. But like I said, I own 5 houses. This nigga that don't own 1, like I say, feel me? Like, and it's like, once I learned that game, like I say, I just focus on that. I just tell people, like I say, just don't be a follower and follow the trends, because that set your own trend. Opening a business or getting your own shit is a trend. You got 25,000 and you still working and you saving up. Spend that on something that's going to invest. Don't just spend that on something that's not going to make no money back. That's one of the things I had to learn the hard way. You know what I mean? And even though somebody did tell me this, I still went and did it because, like I said, you want to have that feeling. You feel me? But once I learned that, I invest in myself.